9:15 in Viana del Castello, and I'm heading off. It's nice and cool at the moment, cool breeze. Rained last night. Nice hotel, old building but had been fully modernized. Room was small but very comfortable and clean, so that's all you can hope for. I think I've got a big ass bridge to go over soon. A bit misty over towards the sea, and we have still this fiesta this weekend, this big festival weekend. We've got another sort of sale going on. If you're into copper, look at that, loads of it. Copper, 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 various bits and pieces, the usual stuff. And some German helmet. Ooh, copper seems very popular. It's quite attractive. Mixture of old and modern. An uneasy mix sometimes, but very impressive bridge I've got to go over in a minute. You see the bridge now, there's two layers to it. I think that the bottom one's rail and the top one's what I got. There's bikes and people pushing their bikes over the top. Nice marina in front. A bit misty this morning over there. And there's my first blue arrow of the day. Fatima, here I come. Well, not Fatima, here I come, but Fatima Way, here I come. And I'm up on the bridge now. And I'm going over that way. Trains just passed underneath. Very busy, very busy. Lots of pilgrims too. So I'm off the road at long last, onto this bit here, which I'm sort of getting flashbacks to my walk on the Fisherman's Trail because it's really sandy. But this is a bit firmer than the Fisherman's Trail. I've seen more pilgrims in the last 12 hours on the coastal than I saw in the whole of the way on the central. It shows how popular the coastal's become over the last few years, and it's not all good. As I say, there's people crossing the bridge there, that magnificent bridge, those views on their mobile phones. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but you'd think people would want to be in the moment, wouldn't you? But there we are. Everybody's different, I suppose. Yeah, and here's me bed for the night. It's not much, but it's dead. No, same old stories, same old jokes. And as is customary, when you leave your place of stay for the night, you have a climb to get out, and that's what I've been doing for a little while now. It'd be better if it was on a path away from the road, but hopefully we'll turn off soon. There's some nice countryside up here, so I'm hoping that we'll get back into the forests again. And it won't be dusty this morning because it's wet. Here's the icing on the cake of the climb, the first climb of the day. The road goes that way, and now I've got to go up there, it seems. Now, I'm going to be pig sick if that's reasonable climb, as you can imagine. This is going to get me out of breath. If I have to get to the top of this only to join up with that road again, I'm going to be pig sick. And what do you know, there it is. And it looks like Aerosmith and Run DMC came this way. I didn't realise they were still friends, but I'd like to see them and big guys and that walking up that hill. So these two scooters have won the first and second prize in the most stationary scooters in all of Portugal. I don't think I've ever seen so much algae and mould and well, let's just say they've been stood there a long time. Yeah, these morning glories, they sort of take over, look, they're right up in the trees and down, stretch right back there. I mean, goes to show when you put the right plant in the right place. Mind you, these are obviously sort of the equivalent of weeds, but they really take over. I mean, I've seen them every year, but I think for some reason this year they seem particularly virulent. That's the only word I can think of. Yeah, I don't know if you can pick up these subtle signals here that there might be a bit of a music festival going on. Yes, it's that weekend still where everything goes topsy-turvy. Music, festivals, and I did hear the sound of a distant accordion a little while ago. Oh, God help me. I had a steady climb for the last quarter of an hour, 10 minutes, and we're just coming up into a bit of a forest now, and it's, as you can see, the sun's well out now, ground's dried up, some nice views. Yeah, so heading up this way. Hopefully this will give a flavour of the terrain and the walking. We're high up now. A number of pilgrims coming this way as well. So here I am now. Just I'm going the opposite direction to all these poor people who are struggling up this hill. I came up the other side of the hill, which is a gentler climb than this one. This one's quite sharp, but still misty over the mountains and down near the sea. So here's one of the high points of the coastal, although it's got nothing to do with the coast really. And I would like to do a pirouette here, but if I do it on this bridge, it's going to end up turning into a comedy sketch, and I don't want that, and a possible drowning. But yes, here we are. A bit magical, this bit. Back into the mountain forest paths again, very cool. A lot of pilgrims. I have to keep stopping every 100 yards or so, or less than 100 yards, to let somebody by or say good morning to them. So it's a little bit distracting, unlike the central, but this is very pleasant. Who the hell stuck that thing in the way?